Hello everyone, my name is Ross the Alcheminiturist, and today I have a long-awaited video. Now, as you may remember, a little while ago I made a Vangorian Lord conversion to make it a little bit more like the Crimson Court from Darkest Dungeon. Well, today I decided, what else does the Vangorian Lord need? Well, troops. So, in this new multi-part series, I am going to start with a brand new army that started with the Vangorian Lord and has now jumped into this conversion that you can already guess is Grave Guard. So my first question when I wanted to build the Grave Guard was, how? I mean, I could have just gone out and bought a box of super reasonable $68 plus tax for a unit of 10 of them, which, when you break it down, becomes a lovely, modest, and humble $6.80. $6.80 per model. Where normally I would try very hard and not look at the price, for my Soulblight Gravelords, I wanted to have every single model converted at least to some degree. That's when I remembered. I have a unit of Liberators in the Scaventide box, so I grabbed them and got to work building the model. When clipping out the parts of any model, I always make sure that I'm clipping as far away from the model as I can on the sprue, to help eliminate both stress markings and bending, as well as it helps with the sprue leavings that happen to leave and beyond the model when you clip it out. Once you've clipped out the part, or parts that you want, I personally always make sure to go back with a smaller, more accurate pair of nippers to clip the small part of the sprue. It makes things easier and cleaner for me, the cleanup stage. Once the models were clipped, shaved, and dry fitted together, I took a look at it. The Liberators are not a terribly bad looking set of models, but hey, I'm not here for the Stormcast. I'm here for Soulblight. I do, however, have a bunch of chopping to do to this model. First, the shield has to go, so off it pops. We aren't using the shield at all, so we really just can toss it into our kit. Next are the pauldrons. Those have to go too, but a little differently. So I took my clippers to get rid of the bulk of them, and then came in with my knife and semi-gently carved and tried to sculpt the arms down to a more reasonable arm-looking shape. Once those were done with, I clipped off the head. Easy as that. One clip and pop, gone. I then took my knife and started cutting into the armor at about a 45-degree angle, so the cuts made a semi-realistic sword slash axe slash even monster slice. I also used my knife to do some de-stressing to the model, which ironically gave me a little de-stressing time as well. So, two birds, one stone, I guess. Once again, with the clippers, I chopped the hammerhead off of the hammer that Homeboy was wielding. Where he's going, he's not going to be needing that hammer. I have something better in mind for him. With all of that done, and one Stormcast Eternal good and broken, I grabbed my new bits to add to it from one of my favorite designers, Bestiarum Minis. About 2 months ago, Bestiarum Minis over on myminifactory.com released a free model, the Penitent Bulwark, a modular foot soldier that they are using as a promotion for their newest Kickstarter campaign, the Penitent Crusade. You can find the links to both their Frontier page for the full kit, as well as the free model in the description below. I fell in love with this model, and it was basically everything that I was looking for when I was figuring out how to make a Grave Guard. And honestly, the thought did cross my mind to only use these figures as my grave guard. But honestly, where's the fun in that? So I printed out the heads, shields, weapons, and pauldrons to use on this model. Grabbing both my super glue as well as my baking soda, I glued on all of the cured resin pieces. I used baking soda when gluing resin to plastic, as it makes the curing process nearly instantaneous, as well as the fact that the bond itself feels stronger. I don't know if that's personal bias or not, but hey, I believe it, and I'm not going to second guess me at all. As you can tell, this is a little bit of a shorter video compared to my normal ones. This was a relatively simple and straightforward conversion process, and so it's a very relatively simple and short video. Soon there'll be another video coming out where I do a much longer one doing many more conversions. Stay tuned for that. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you very much. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.